so I'm gonna start because to drive a car, you need to first know how to drive a car, right? So I'm gonna start you from the ground up, okay? Like, eventually I'll teach you a build. However, I don't think that's the most important thing to learn from the start.
I'll tell you this, what I think my weaknesses are microing and controlling a large army. Like, that's where I run into trouble for sure. I have a tendency to just grab the whole army.
Let me know when you have me added.
Waiting for that invite. Where did you send me the info? Did you put it on Discord?
Yeah,
there
put it
it
on
is.
Discord. You'll try talking in Discord. I'm not sure if it's working.
Check 1, 2, check 2.
Yeah, it's working. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay.
You know, I gotta go straight to his. Oh, okay, yeah. I think we're in good hands.
Perfect. All right, so basically, I'd like to start you with a hotkey layout. Okay. So
it's gonna be kind of weird.
New and exciting for you. It's gonna be really rough, but you're gonna learn. Okay.
I should warn you, I don't play with a full keyboard. I play with a Tartarus.
What's that?
Check the stream. It's one of these. I honestly don't know how to play without it.
You have 1 through 5 in your spacebar, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that I got going on.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. So we're gonna rearrange your hotkey setup, okay?
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
This is gonna take some getting used to, but it's for the best because you never want to use 2 hands on your keyboard. Never, okay?
Never do.
Are you with me so far?
Yeah, I never use them. I don't even use my keyboard. I also have a Naga Hex.
Okay. So we're gonna go into options and hotkeys, okay? Let me know when you're there.
Yep, there.
Okay, now you're gonna go to Zerg, and you're gonna change your you're gonna click on your Baneling, okay? Now you see under Burrowed?
Yep.
You want to change that to E for up, okay? And then you're gonna want to change under General D for down because D is right below E, so E is above E. I mean E is above D, so E up, D down. If that makes sense, right?
Okay, I like where he's going with this.
Because the way that they default have it is some weird fucking key. It's like RR or whatever. You know what I mean?
I like
that doesn't
this.
make much sense.
Okay, so D for down. Oh,
so we're gonna get you a hotkey profile going right now. Then after that, I'm gonna show you some basic
I see what he's saying.
abilities to add and remove from hotkeys. Let me know when you have E up and D down. Okay.
Yep, I've set that. I've set that.
Okay. Now you're gonna want to click on your spawning pool and change S to speed, or I mean metabolic boost from M to S, because M is too far to press, right?
Well, I use F. F is like my favorite key to use for stuff.
Okay, if you want to use F, that's fine. It's within, it's on your hand range. That's cool.
Most abilities already are.
As long as you've changed it, right? So now you're gonna want to click on your hatchery, and you're gonna want to click Evolve Burrow, and you're gonna want to remove that hotkey entirely. Same with Evolved Pneumatic Carapace, because you don't want to make them by mistake. Like if you want to make those upgrades, you're gonna just click on them because you make them by mistake more than you actually need them, right?
Or the one what always happens to me is the Pneumatic Carapace. I make that at the wrong hatchery.
Yeah, and like you don't always need it. So like whenever you need it, you can just click on it. So I'd click on it and then hit the X key to remove the hotkey.
Done.
Okay. Now Spine Crawler and Spore Crawler, we're gonna also want to make them E up, D down.
Spore Crawler. Oh, okay, good point. Yeah. E up and.
Let me know when you've done
wait,
that.
No. Up, that's backwards. There we go. No, I'm an idiot. There we go. D down, E up. Good.
Okay. So now we're going to want to go to global, then camera.
Oh, these
Under
are
the camera tab, you want to go for base camera, okay?
Spacebar.
Spacebar.
Already there.
Okay, good. Good. That's what I want to hear, man. Okay, now unit management. Okay. Then you want to find choose ability or AI target. Okay.
Choose ability or AI target. Okay.
And then you want to add alternate and make alternate C. And what that allows you to do is, when you place a creep tumor or you're using Ravagers or whatever, you can just hold down your C button and it'll auto fire your creep or your Ravager shots. You don't have to individually hit C, 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 C. You can just hold it down. Now you want to go to Unbound, and I want to see what you have under Unbound. I'll look at your screen.
Basic mutation got taken away because that was what I was using for drones. Was D for because I don't have the controller doesn't go that far, so I took it off of the main key. So I got to come up with a new one for basic mutation, which I guess.
Okay, you're gonna want to change that, yeah.
Edit. So. Yeah, and I usually use C for. Okay, so this I can change to V probably, and that's gonna be.
That,
and then.
I just kept drone on default D. That works, doesn't it? Yeah, it should work for D, honestly.
Oh shit! No, because I use that for burrow. Now that I use it for burrow, I have to use something else.
Oh shit! Yeah, I use B. Okay, yeah. So
that's gonna take some learning.
If burrow's weird for you, then put it back.
Well, I like what you did there. I like that the up and down. Yeah, that's awesome. And then the C key, and then the click click-aways or whatever.
Okay, once you have that saved, then I'll get into the game and I'll show you how to. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm basically assuming you know nothing, right? Because, like, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from you. I'm just gonna start like pretending like you know nothing. So I'm gonna show you how to properly hotkey stuff on multiple different levels, okay?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, I don't really know how to make a custom game, because, like, I haven't played in a while, so I'll let you do that. Just make Ascension to Ire. Okay? Okay, now I'm gonna be the referee, and you're gonna play versus very easy AI. We don't care about the AI. I'm just gonna show you some basic hotkey tricks. Right-click on me and make me a referee. Then add a very easy AI. We don't care about AI.
This is so awesome. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
I needed this so
now,
bad.
I noticed you don't have an army hotkey. Do you use F2?
Oh, it was the V key. It was the V key, but I changed that now for drones.
You start today. Like, I mean, you may have. This will be hard to grasp, and it'll set you back. But in the end, you'll become way better. Okay, because of it. So you're going to use your army hotkeys for 2 and 1 now, okay? 2 and 1 key will be your army hotkeys. So make a spawning pool as soon as possible. Keep going. Unpause.
I was fixing the army hotkey.
Okay. Oh no, you just hit Shift 2, like that's how you assign an army hotkey, right? So.
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah. So So now I'm going to show you some basic hotkeys. Make a spawning pool as soon as humanly possible.
Got it. Oh, right.
And this is where most people don't seem to... Like, I mean, this is like next level shit, where most people don't understand this about hotkeys, okay? So what you're going to do... I'll wait till your spawning pool is complete. Sorry.
Gas or just leave it?
Just let it. Yeah, you make gas. Might as well. Because we're gonna need banelings eventually for part of this.
Oh man, this is gonna take some getting used to. I have a new hotkey for building structures. Oh man, I've been doing it the same way for a long time.
Okay, so now you're gonna make a single Zergling, and once you have your larva selected, you leave it on the larva screen, okay? So you want to have all your larvae selected. Okay, hit S. So you should have 2 larvae, and hit Z once, okay? Now, what you're gonna want to do is hit Control and Shift, and then you're gonna click on the larva. And that just leaves you with your cocoon, you see? So now you hit Shift 2 to add it to your army hotkey, right? So now do that again. So hit Control, make 1 set of Zerglings, right? And then Control Shift your larva off. Make 1 set of Zerglings, Control Shift your larva off, and then hit Shift 2 whenever that larva. So now that's added to your army hotkey, right?
Right.
Now you see by hitting Control Shift and then clicking, it removes something from your hotkey, so that you can just take that single item and add it to a new hotkey, right?
Right.
So that's a big thing. So whenever you do that, then you can create an army hotkey by doing that. So every time you do that, you're going to Control Shift, click your larva off, or let's say you can make all your Zerglings. So just make all of them into Zerglings, all 3. Now hit Shift 2, because you don't need to Control Shift anything, they're all the same cocoon, right?
Right.
So now you can just Shift 2 that. So it adds it to that hotkey, right?
Correct. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. So you're always gonna do this because control group users always beat F2 users. Like I beat the shit out of No Regret because he uses F2, and I just run my lings into his banelings like individually, and he can't do nothing about it because he uses F2. So
definitely my shortcoming.
Yeah. But like this is where you're gonna improve, because you're gonna do this. Like, I mean, eventually, at the beginning, you're gonna be a little bit worse because it's a lot to get used to, but then you're gonna get way better, okay? And I'll show you the benefits of having this control army. So keep making some Zerglings. Make a Baneling nest now.
No. I'm all screwed up on my hotkeys now. Yeah. FF for Baneling nest now.
And then make sure you shift to every Zergling you create. And then if you have spare larvae, then you Control Shift them, right? Okay, now I'm going to show you one of the benefits of having all your army on the 2 key, okay? So I want you to hit your, I want you to right-click the Zelnaga Tower, right? Right-click the Zelnaga Tower, now hit Shift and click 1 Zergling off of your hotkey, okay? And now hit Control 2.
Oh, and then it just kicks them out.
You did 3, but that's fine. So now, right-click the other Zelnaga Tower, and shift-click 1 Zergling. Now hit Control 2. Now you see how those Zerglings aren't moving off the Zelnaga Tower, and your army hotkey is still the same.
Excellent.
That's one usage of the army hotkey, because you can shift-click them off, and then Control 2, which will... Control overrides a hotkey, right? Shift makes a new hotkey. So if you hit Shift 3 on anything, it'll make a new hotkey, right? And Control will completely override a hotkey. So let's say you get... let's say you add your take one of these Zerglings and add it to your hatchery hotkey, for example. Just pretend you fucked up, okay? Now hit A. You see, now you can't really fucking... So if you just click on your hatchery now and you hit Control 5, or Control 8, sorry, it'll override that hotkey. You see how it's now back to normal?
I'm with you on that.
Okay, so Control overrides the hotkey. Shift will add to a hotkey, an existing hotkey, right?
Right.
Okay, now what you're going to do is make a few banelings. And then while you're in... Now you want to Control Shift your Zerglings off of your Baneling key. Okay? Okay, do it again. So click on your Zerglings, and then Control Shift, just like the larva. so that you just have your cocoons, okay? And now when you just have your cocoons, hit Alt 1. And what Alt does is it completely removes them from every other hotkey and makes a separate hotkey. So now if you see how you have 13 on number 2?
Okay, walk me through that again. How did with the Alt to get rid of it?
Okay. So no. You see how you have 13 units on number 2 right now?
Right.
Double click your banelings so you have all your banelings selected. Now hit Alt 1. Alt and 1. You hold Alt and then you hit 1 on all your banelings.
I don't think that'll work.
The Alt key and then 1. You want to double click your banelings so that you'll have them all selected, and then hit Alt and then 1.
That might be unmacroed for my setup because I never really use the Alt key.
You're gonna have to learn because Alt key is a very important key.
Right.
Alt is like the primary key that you need for finite micro. So double click your banelings. You have an Alt key on your keyboard, right?
Right.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. Is it close to like your 1 key? Like you can hit them all with one hand, right? You can hold Alt and then hit 1, right?
Not comfortably, no. I'd have to change out the way. I can do it with some of my lower ones.
Can you hit like, oh yeah, so you could hit Alt 8 then, for example, or Alt 7, right? What's comfortable to hit with the Alt
There we
key?
go. I see how, okay.
Okay.
I see how you do it. Okay, so I could do that with my banelings. I can set them to the other macro.
Yeah. No problem. No problem. So whatever is just comfortable for your hand, right? So if you hit F2 and then Control 2, or I mean F2 or Alt Control 2, F2 Control 2, which will put everything on your 2 hotkey, right? F2 Control 2. Now if you double click your banelings and you hit the Alt 2, what it does is it removes them from every other hotkey available, and now it's just that, right? So now, let's say you make Zerglings on your other hotkey. So you add your Zerglings to your secondary hotkey, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So now, whenever you make Zerglings, they will stay on that key, and then now you want to make a few more you want to make a few of those Zerglings into banelings. So you make what you do is you control click them. You control click your Zerglings off your banelings. You shift click your banelings onto your more banelings, and then you hit Alt and then your baneling key. And then that will override it. It's very confusing, but once you get it down, then you have it. And you'll never have to do that again. And now you have 2 separate keys, and then you can control them individually. You feel me?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so you gotta keep
I'm not
trying
used to using
this.
the Alt key. I'm just not used to using the Alt key yet.
It's a very important key, because what it does is it removes... So it's basically a short way to put all your banelings on one hotkey. Because if you have to hit the control key every time, that's going to fuck you up. Like, that's going to take too long, right? So, like, add some Zerglings to your hotkey.
Oh, right. That's the, not the right key.
you make some Zerglings from your cocoon at the, then you add them to your Zergling hotkey. Make sure, while they're still in cocoon, you add, yeah. Now you can click off and, like, move your Overlord or whatever you want to do with your spare time. And then, the way you add more to your baneling is let's say you wanted to add one more baneling. So you make one baneling, you control shift your Zerglings off of your baneling so that you just have the cocoon selected. Then you hit shift and you add it to your baneling, and then you hit Alt 2 to like refresh your key, like refresh your hotkey, right? So now you have 2 individual hotkeys. You feel me?
Right.
And then when you have 2 individual hotkeys, then you don't potato your banelings into random shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I definitely do that often.
Yeah. That stops, because now you can just hit your 2 key and then pull them back whenever you see them going into danger, right?
Right, with you.
You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So those are things you have to practice. You have to do it every game. No exception. Like, if you lose games because of it, you lose games because of it. In the end, you'll become better because of it, okay? Now I can show you... So that's what you're going to do every time. Like, no exception. And then you can shift-click Zerglings off to, like, do exactly what you see. You see they're holding those Naga towers? That's impossible to do without, like, using proper hotkey format, right?
Yeah.
And that's a big advantage, having those little Naga towers. So now, you just need to make sure you do that every game, and I'll show you a basic build order that works versus all 3 races that you can just, like, repetitively do. And this is a good starting point because it's going to limit the amount of time in game, and if you limit the amount of time in game, then you can limit the amount of stuff that you're exposed to. And then you can learn all that they can throw at you in that amount of time, and then once you've learned that, then you can expand upon it. You with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. So I'm going to show you a basic build order now, and I want you to save this replay after we're done, because I want you to I'll watch you practice it once. Make another Ascension Dire. This build works versus all 3 races. Like, it'll work versus all 3, and you can just keep mashing this build out, and it'll get you. Like, I mean, this is a GM level build, so. Like, I mean, you'll be fine. It's just a...
The only build I've really been using is the 17, 17, 17.
Okay, now make yourself a referee, so you can watch. And put me versus a very easy computer. Yeah. So this is going to be very structured. Like, this is going to be a structured build, where it's very regimented. Like, you just do it, right? And, then once you do it enough, then you can learn, like, oh, this is how I transition out of it, like, this is what I do, you know what I mean?
I'm with you.
And then, so if you incorporate your hotkeys with this build, you'll advance quickly. So it's a standard opener, 17 hatch, 17 gas, 17 pool.
Okay. I'm good on that part of it. Turn him down just a bit. Turn that clicking down. We'll still be able to hear him though.
Oh shit.
A little better. You guys having fun? Is this cool or what? Frickin' GM lessons over here.
Now you see how I add the second hatchery to my hatchery hotkey?
Of course.
That's an important thing. You want to have all your hatcheries on one hotkey.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's day one stuff there. I'm definitely with you.
And then you know about the inject with the space bar, right?
Yep.
Be honest with me, yeah?
Alright, that's something that comes into question. Did they change that at all? Because I used to do the where you hold it and then you hit shift and then spam the space bar while you click. And I guess you can't do that anymore?
Okay, so I'll show you how because the spacebar is like, it jumps between bases, right? Like, you know that because you have your base camera on space, right? So space jumps like between bases, right? You understand that, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So what you do is you have your queens on a separate hotkey. And then what you do is you hit the space bar, which will hop you to that base, and then you hit V and then click.
Okay, yeah, I do that.
Yeah, that's the proper way to inject. So you do the proper way to inject right now, so that's good. That's very good, actually. So then, after your 17, 17, 17, you make 2 queens, one set of Zerglings, and speed, okay? Now this one set of Zerglings versus a Terran will hold off the Reaper, okay?
Okay.
Then versus Zerg and versus Protoss, it's the Scout, okay?
Oops.
Are you with me so far?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so then you've drone up to 31, then you take a third base.
31, third base. I'm gonna write this down. There's my note cards. Because this is where I start to change the build.
Okay, now you make a baneling nest. After you make your third base, you make a baneling nest, and then 2 overlords. Okay.
I'm writing this stuff down, so I'm just not responding as much.
Okay, so you drone up to 31, take a third, then you, once you take your third, you make a baneling nest, and then 2 overlords, and then you just spam zerglings, okay? Like, you just make zerglings up until about 50 supply, and then you attack. And then wait, before you attack, you can morph banelings, if you so deem.
Oh, hey, no, I'm not new to multiplayer. I'm a diamond player, but this GM
17,
is giving me lessons, and it's awesome.
2 queen, or a 19 overlord, then 2 queens, speedling. 31 supply, you take your third.
Yep. I'm taking notes. This guy jumped in the channel and he's offered to coach me for free for a little while, so I'm taking advantage. He's really freaking good, and he's already making a lot of changes that I
think will help me. And then about 50 supply, you should be attacking. Then you make sure you keep your banelings on separate hotkeys from your zerglings, because like that's what I showed you, and that's the most important thing of all this teaching is the proper hotkey usage. Okay, it's not this build order; it's the hotkey usage. Just so you understand, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So then once you're using your proper hotkeys, then it becomes like second nature to you to do all this. So then you attack, and then that's basically it. Then after that, you can transition into whatever you want. You can because it's not like it's an all-in, but it's not like you're cheesing. So you can like expand off of it and do whatever you want, right? So now I want to watch you replicate this build, and I want to make sure that you put all your army hotkey on your proper key, and then when you make banelings, you put on the proper key. So hit the play again button.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hit play again. I jumped out. Oh
Yes,
no,
okay,
no, I'm back. I'm back. No, like seriously, like look at this guy view profile. This guy's Grandmaster, and he's giving me lessons.
Basically, you're just gonna spam this shit
freaking awesome
until you get comfortable with it, and this is a good basis to like begin off of. You know what I mean?
Want me to be referee again?
No, you're gonna.
I'm gonna do
referee. You're gonna be playing. You're gonna make my build happen. And make sure you're using your proper army hotkeys. And then once you make your banelings, make sure you do the control shift and then the alt key. So what does shift do?
Oh, that adds units to your hotkey. Control recreates new ones, and alt removes them from other hotkeys.
And makes a new hotkey, yes. Okay, good. You understand.
Overlord placement when I start. Thoughts?
I just normally send it to the natural, and then like my second overlord, it depends on the race. Like if it's Protoss, I'll send it to my natural to watch for cannon rushes. If it's Terran, I'll send it mid-map. If it's Zerg, I'll send it mid-map. And then my third overlord versus Terran, I'll put it like where it drops will go. But that's kind of irrelevant because it doesn't really matter. Like if you get good at this shit, you can get like high masters without worrying about overlord placement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So it all comes down to your execution, right? And your hotkey usage.
Oh, right.
No, yep. And then 17 hatch. 17 gas, 17 pool. So you're gonna make a gas right now.
Yeah, I should have been making one for 5 seconds. I have a new basic build key, so
don't worry about it, man. The first time you try anything, it's never easy. And 17 pool, yeah. Then you drone up to 19 overlord.
Overlord before queens?
Yeah. Overlord at 19. Put 3 in the gas.
Overlord at 19. That's good info.
Yeah, your drones aren't getting gas, but it's cool.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I've done that. It sucks. Now an overlord. Like, you can overlord at 19 or 20, it doesn't matter. I prefer 19.
Then continue droning to 21, I would guess?
you continue to drone, and then once your spawning pool completes, you make speed. 2 queens and a set of zerglings, right? So 2 queens, 1 at each base. And then 1 set of zerglings, which you put on your 2 key, which is proper. And versus Terran, they're to defend the Reaper. Versus every other matchup, they're to scout. Okay? Now you keep droning until 31. And then you change your rally point from your main base to your natural. So you want both hatcheries rallied to your natural at this point.
I usually send 5 drones over.
I prefer to just hot rally to natural because it takes less effort.
Okay.
Now you're gonna want to make a third because you have 31 supply. Now a baneling nest.
Ah, I'm still getting used to that. Having a new key for
And now 2 overlords. Then spam zerglings. Now you know how many it takes 5 banelings to bust a pylon or a supply depot. Just so you're aware, 5 is the number. And also 5 to kill a zealot or an adept in a choke. So when you attack, all those should be on 2, by the way, all your zerglings, because you need to put them on 2 as you build them. Remember that. That's the important part. As they're in cocoons, you shift them onto your army hotkey. Make sure you're doing that. That's more important in the build. And then if you mess up your hotkey, you just hit F2, Shift 2, and it'll fix it. So you did mess it up a little bit, so hit F2 and then Shift 2.
I still haven't remacroed F2 back again because that was my V key, but it got unmacroed when I was moving stuff around.
Oh shit! Okay, you're gonna want to remacro that. You're gonna want to reset it to F2. F2 users are scum. You're gonna learn that. Because you'll land one day. You'll just land somebody like no regret. And then you'll show them how fucking trash they are at the game.
I gotta pick a key for it. I'll have to fix that later. For now, I'll just do that. What I should do is just use my middle mouse button for something. Alright, I got it remacroed back.
Okay. So now you're gonna want to hit that and then Shift 2 to add them. If that's what you do if you mess up. Now morph a bunch of banelings. And now make sure you Control Shift off your zerglings and then Alt so that they're on a separate hotkey. 1. So you do that, then you hit the 1 key, which is your baneling, and then you hit Alt 1. 1 Alt 1. So now 1 Alt 1.
It didn't pull them. I must not have that setting.
So no, if you hit 2, your banelings are not on your 1 key, right? Okay, now hit 1. Now hit Alt and then 1, and it should remove all your banelings from your 2 key.
Nah, it doesn't.
It should. Do you have your Alt key? Hold Alt and then hit 1. It was working before.
I don't think it was.
Okay, 1 Control 1 then. That will work, I think. Will it? No, it won't work. Shit.
What I tend to do is select all and then just hold Control click off the banelings.
Whatever you did there worked.
Yeah, I Control click off the so I select them all and then just Control click off the banelings and then they get their own. Then the zerglings get their own party.
Yeah. If that's what's comfortable for you, do it. Okay? And then you're gonna attack with that army, okay? So you bust with your banelings, and then you swarm them with your zerglings, okay? So now I'll watch you ladder some games where you do this build, and I'd like to
Your forces have been
like I'll just give you some constructive criticism, okay?
Sounds good.
So now this is the basics. You understand the hotkey. You understand the build. I'll be watching your stream to help you execute, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate the help.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I was there once too. Like, I was hard stuck fucking gold. Then I got some help, and now I'm like mid GM, I guess.
All right, I just gotta fix.
Rank 50 is.
Just gotta fix a few of these hotkeys. Alright, hold on, I gotta go back. Unit management. I'm trying to find the right key for this.
Let me know when you're ready to go in a ladder game. I'll watch your stream, and I'll just give you constructive criticism from Discord. I'll mute myself so that I won't like take up most of your stream, and then I'll just key in when I need to give you advice or whatever.
Awesome, man. Thanks. Really do appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem, dude.
Alright. I have to figure out what key to use for this now, since I don't use, since I'm not using the key I was using. How about that? Use one of the forward mouse button. And what's the idle worker? Edit. That one will be this key. And ping minimap, I do not need that anymore. For the time. Alright, so yeah, that'll do, because I won't be using that one any more than I have to. Oh, I gotta leave group. So our GM training friend over here is gonna be all like, do a barrel roll! I'm having too much fun with these things. Make sure I'm saying his name right. Cap. What do I call you, man? Cap Canada, or you go by something else?
Yeah, dude, Captain Canada works.
Awesome.
I'll hit you up with a follow, and I'll hop in every now and then to see how you're doing.
That'd be super awesome, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, there it is. Much appreciate it. Knifle's having a blast with them things, ain't you? Oh, I forgot my gas. And then it's delayed because I'm still hitting the wrong hotkey for, learn a new hotkey for your basic buildings, that's no joke. I'll get it. Then we drone to 19, I wrote it down. 19, and then we get an overlord. And, dude, he's in the chat if you want to ask him questions. Captain Canada, that is. Alright, Overlord. Then we drone to, what? We're gonna get 31 we do a thing.
Yeah, new hotkeys are rough, man, but once you get used to them, they're...
Baneling Nest with my first 50? Or it's a gas and then Baneling Nest later? It's, speed, I mean, and then Baneling Nest later.
That's correct.
queens, and then we get
31
speed.
third base.
One pair of lings. It's against Terran to defend the Reaper, as he said. Keep going to 31. That's 31, so I guess I'll go here for the third. Oh no, I got the safe third. I forgot about that. Wrong. I'm on this side of the map. This map is still really weird to me.
Reading about the star. Talked about how the stars react. I think it's true.
And then it's Baneling Nest.
If you had any real balls, you'd jump on that bridge.
And then 2 Overlords.
The same thing happened to Max can happen to me.
Do I cut drone production, or do I saturate both bases?
No, you cut it 30 or 31, and then you make Baneling Nest, 2 Overlords, and Massling.
Massling, got it. Happy to oblige. New key for injects too. That's taking some getting used to. Up to 3 queens.
No, I don't make a third queen until after the attack. Make sure you're shift clicking your cocoons.
Oh, right. New keys.
We have met the enemy in battle.
Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. He's not going to want to keep those sieged, is he? I guess. Alright, let's go for that third queen.
Your forces have engaged the enemy.
I'm inclined to transition to roaches since we're going up against mech.
It looks like you almost broke him there, actually. You could just probably keep on the pressure
I like it.
if you wanted.
That was a good call. Ah,
Our forces
New
have
hotkeys.
entered glorious combat.
Yeah, you'll probably run into the most trouble with Hellions, but like, I mean, it's nothing that you can't beat with Micro. However, this build is probably the weakest versus Terran, but like, it's still viable. You know what I mean? And then you can just bust his ramp with those banelings and kill him.
And it's a pretty vicious build when you do it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I got like 6k almost MMR with it, so it's pretty strong.
Same guy? Is this the same guy I just
Unless
played?
you like you don't have to change it versus any race, so it allows consistency, right? It allows you to get your hotkeys in order. It allows you to get your injects proper. And then once you have all that done, then you can start adding your own builds to your repertoire, you know what I mean?
Oh, where's my expand? Okay, yeah, we're on this weird ass map. I don't want to veto it because I don't hate it. It's just weird. Getting used to it. Oh, right. There we go. That's the part that's messing me up the most is the new hotkeys, but I'll get it. I'll get it. Let me turn my music back up a little bit for you guys.
That's one of my vetoes. I hate that map.
Getting a perv on my base. Not having it. Couple more drones. And now we go for the third. Two overlords, and then we just start spamming lings, if I am not mistaken.
%100% correct.
But we don't do that. That's my bad.
Make sure you don't forget to bane them. Make you do that.
Get it, get it. Got it, good. I'm gonna
Now,
pop.
if you notice that you're floating a little bit, you can make an extra queen or another expansion
We
if
have
you
met
want.
the enemy in battle.
This is a pretty vicious build.
I'm telling you, you can get the high grandmaster with that build. Like, you can. It's just a matter of your ability, right?
Yeah, now it's a matter of transitioning out of it for me. Just know it, because now that I just gotta get practice with it.
Oh, we have a fucking winner.
Let's not count it out yet. I haven't won yet. Okay, now I might be winning. I don't know. He might clean me up. You guys are having too much fun with that. That's okay. I'm okay with it.
Well, I mean, right now you have them contained on one base, and you have 3 bases. So you can just drone out of it, because you're not behind.
I'm glad you guys like the sound effects. I was kind of wondering if they were gonna land well. Nope. There we go. I have a lot of keys to learn, so bear with me, guys. Meh, it's just me. I'm a bum.
Make sure you keep denying him his natural. You don't want him to get that for free.
Yeah, it's a little much. Let's get another pack of lings over there.
Yeah, never mind. He has a lot.
And keep droning up.
Mineral field depleted.
Pretty good res.
Your forces have engaged the enemy.
I don't know if I want to try and push into that. He's got a lot of tanks. I'd rather just hold back.
You know, that's probably the right call. You can just, like, stop him from pushing out himself.
Then I'm gonna transition to. Oh, we got incoming.
Evolution complete. Your loathsome Zerg have evolved. Mineral field depleted.
I'm gonna come in from this way. That's gonna take some getting used to. Learn all these different groups.
You don't really need to have an all hotkey for like every unit, but you need spellcasters on their own ability unit and your own banelings on their own hotkey unit. I really mumbled that up or whatever.
Never did get baneling speed, did I? Nope, I did not. I got all those stuff. I got all the ranged guys their speed. I don't know if I want to try and push into this. I'm gonna wait for my upgrades. Let's not get caught out of place. This the end of all? Yeah.
Base is under attack.
Dang it, that's more than I should have lost. But I can replace them.
We have used up a mineral field. We have met the enemy in battle.
Yeah, he just lost all his map pressure with that, so you can just drone like crazy now.
Mutation complete.
Let's go in on it. Target fire the tanks. Done. know he wants to come in from this angle.
At this point, if he's on 2 bases, you've choked him out. You just need to make sure he doesn't take more than 2 bases and you win.
Our forces have entered glorious combat.
That's fine.
We have trained the Vespene geysers.
Yep, that's me.
We have used up a mineral field.
I want to leave those open, buddy. Get out of there. Make sure we're getting up to that next level tech. Don't want to get complacent.
Your forces have engaged the enemy.
I admit, I'm kind of falling back on old habits with my control grouping, but as my army gets bigger, it's just how I end up doing it. And I know I need to practice the control groups a little bit better. Make sure
As long as you're actively aware that you need to practice your control groups, you'll be fine.
I think that's it. I think we got it. Ah, I didn't get the second G in there. Now I feel like a dick. Diamond. Previously, not bad. Hell yeah, we're friggin' doing it. Random festival.
The best part about random is the build works with all 3 races.
Yeah. Oh, right. Wrong keys. I was wondering why it wasn't working. Go to 19, and then we get the Overlord. And And continue droning. One set of lings.
Make sure you don't forget your set of lings. It's very important for Reaper defense or Scout.
Yeah, they're probably a little too delayed. Alright, so there's 31. We go for the third. And then 2 overlords. Oh, that's supposed to be after the expansion. Sorry, it's only going to be a little bit delayed. So we got a pair of lings.
Yeah, but don't worry about it, man. I make mistakes like that all the time.
Now we just start making them lings.
Your loathsome Zerg have evolved.
Did I not get... Oh no, I did get speed. But I didn't get the Baneling Nest.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Whoa, my other queen wandered way off. Just keep sending them in. Come on, how long, how long? Almost done, almost done. Send them in. Whoopsie.
Evolution complete.
Oh, that was a good connect right there. Kind of lost it on that one. He's gonna go for that. Wow, that's a lot of... Holy crap! That's a lot of pokers, man.
If you just drone up and roach now, this guy's dead. Like, you have way better economy than him. He's way committed to this fight.
I think I just got the queen for free.
Evolution complete.
Ah, dang it. Lost control. Not that it matters all that much. We're doing okay. Oh, dear.
Our forces have entered glorious combat.
Son of a bitch. I should be able to recover.
Our base is
Finish him off with what I've got.
We have met the enemy
There we go.
in battle.
That is that handled. And what are we doing over here? Oh, looking good. Oh no, GG. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He was no slouch. That was kind of fun. Alright, let me skip this song. This is going to go on forever. Oh, this one's fun.
Yo, that was a hardcore Smurf that you just beat, by the way. He lost 167 points. So that means that he's on a really big winning trend.
Oh, awesome. We got a Protoss. I'm starting to remember to use that F key. There we go. And Overlord. Oh, hey, that was a Smurf. Oh, that was you. Okay. And 2 Overlords done. And give a little poke here. Get an adept. And make them lings. And don't forget the Baneling Nest. Oh, I wasn't supposed to build those drones. Kill one. A little overdo it.
Your forces have engaged the enemy.
Should intercept him. Get him before the shade. Get him before the shade. Damn it. Get him. Get him. Nice.
Evolution complete.
Ah, damn it. There we go. I think this might have to be my last game tonight. And I'm gonna call it. Been at it for quite a while. Oh yeah. Okay, that one kind of fast. I could probably do one more. About the same level as I'm at. I'll go one more. Ooh, another random. Ooh, it's a diamond. Yeah, definitely last game. Dude, Cap Canada, if you're still there, man. I don't know if you're still there, but thanks again for all the help. I think you really helped me out.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Keep at it. I'm sure you'll get diamond relatively soon.
It's very exciting. I was hoping to get it before I'd get it as Terran. He's Protoss, he says. I don't know how true that is. I'm inclined to not believe him. Yeah, I'd show it on the stream, but I'm trying to win. I actually have the Zerg symbol tattooed on my left shoulder. I've been playing StarCraft since.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah,
I was gonna get that done with my buddy who plays StarCraft with me, actually.
Yeah, one of my best friends has the Protoss on his other shoulder.
Oh, you did beat the fuck out of him or what?
No, he's the Protoss, I'm the Zerg. We have an understanding.
Oh no, dirty. Protoss, dude. Man, that's the race that tilts me. Like, I gotta say.
That's the one I have a hard time with as well. I'm pretty good as Terran. Protoss, I'm garbage. I never got over gold.
Protoss is my best win rate. I just don't like playing versus them.
Come on. Yeah, I played StarCraft before Brood War ever came out. My best friend was the first kid I knew with 2 computers in his house. We used to play Warcraft 1 against each other. That was like the first game I ever played with 2 computers connected together. And then we played Warcraft 2 when that came out, and then of course StarCraft.
Holy dude, that sounds like fun.
I know, my response to that is like, all that and you're still only platinum? Of course, we were terrible back then. I mean, we were in junior high. We had no idea what we were doing.
Nah, dude. It takes a lot of experience to get ranked up. Like, it really does.
Yeah, to the detriment of all else, no less. In a sense. I don't know. It feels like you gotta play a lot, which you do. Which is what I'm gonna do, because I'm having a lot of fun lately.
Well, I mean, I've set you on the right path now, so if you get good at what I've taught you, you can get master within the month. Like, if you get really good with what I've taught you.
I'm into it. No, like, and it's kind of reinvigorated me. I wanna start kicking ass again, or ever.
Yeah, dude, I'm happy again.
Evolution complete.
I'm actually gonna hit him from the side. Build and rally. Zealots in the base, or Zerglings in the base. Zerglings in. Imperial troops have entered the base. Imperial troops have entered the base. Sure, that was expensive. Oh, I heard a drop ship. He's picking up his probes with him. There's still just one Zergling running around here like a total pain in the ass.
Your forces have engaged the enemy. Our forces have entered glorious combat.
I think he's pretty much done for. GG. Okay, one more game. I'll do this until it stops working. Actually, you know what? No, I'm good. It's only 5. I'll do a couple more games. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.